All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all the praise, all the honor, and all the glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Harakah Kodash, and of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim that are preaching this word in all truth and sincerity. This is Hosea chapter 1, verse 8. Now when she had weaned Lo-ruhamah, she conceived and bare a son. Then said Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, call his name Lo-ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Now, when you read into the book of Hosea, all right, it starts off with the Lord coming to Hosea, of course, okay, and the Lord telling Hosea, as it says right here in verse 2, go take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land had committed great whoredom, departing from Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. So that's why here, okay, it's saying that Lo-ami, call his name Lo-ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God. Okay, which was a parable, a prophecy of what was to come. All right, and our people are bugging the fuck out unto this day. Okay. Our people, 2/3, are not acting, they're not conducting themselves as Israelites. Therefore, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, he is going to destroy 2/3 of our people, man. And it's just, it must be done. Okay, because here it is, we are living in a wicked-ass world, and Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai has set us forth, the prophets, last. Okay, we are in the end to wake up our people, to warn our people, to prophesy the truth unto our people, man. Okay, but you reject Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, let me get this in Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I also will reject thee. Because you rejected Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai and his words coming out of the mouths of the prophets. Okay, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai has rejected you already. The scriptures say if you don't believe, you're condemned already, man. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. So Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai is about to destroy 2/3 of our people, man. And because you're being so wicked and forgetting your maker, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai going to forget what you made, man. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai not only going to destroy you, but he's going to kill your children, man. He's going to destroy your children. Lest by some miracle, okay, your children take heed to the prophets. Okay? Whether you believe or not. As the scriptures say, the child is not going to receive judgment for their fathers. All right, simply paraphrasing. We're not going to pay for, what our parents done. Okay? Seeing we found Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? It says in verse 10, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. That's why we say, I like to say, all right, that millions of Israelites are going to be saved. Okay, it's not just the 144,000. All right, the 144,000 is just the governing body. All right, that's the cream of the crop, man. That's just the best of the best. Okay, that's the prophets. All right, the 144,000 are the chosen men, the chosen prophets. Because you could only be a prophet if you're a man. Okay, you could only be a on the highways and byways preaching this gospel. Okay, in truth and sincerity, you got to be a man. You got to be an elect man. All right. It says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Okay. You can't number us. You can't just say, oh, that's a black, Hispanic, Native American. That's an Israelite and add them to a census, man. Because our people were also scattered amongst all nations. That's why we preach this unto all nations. Okay? You could have had a woman, that looked like an Edomite, and she actually be an Israelite. All right? You could have had a Japhite looking woman, and she could have been an Israelite. Okay? Or she is an Israelite, I should say. Our people were scattered amongst all nations. You could have friends in the world. All right? But now, in its perfection, you're going to have believers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that wake up. Okay, that believe as the Israelites are supposed to believe. And those are Israelites. Okay, we've been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay, it says we shall be as the sand of the sea. When you go to a beach and you scoop up some sand in your hand, it's damn near impossible to count every grain of sand. All right? We cannot be measured or numbered as a people. Esau, the damn devil, be going around trying to take a census of everybody, going door to door. He used to do here in Babylon. And that will never be accurate. Okay? Now, he does it just to take one of the people on the earth. But how many people here in the United States are undocumented? Okay, which is another reason why he wants to put the charagma in people. So he could track you, so he could have a instantaneous census of you people, man. Full control. And we're telling you, this devil is about to come down real soon and mandate the microchip, man. Okay? And we, the prophets, are warning you not to take the mark at all costs. Whether he threatens you with your life. Okay? You say, fuck you. All right? It says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people. That's being told to us every fucking day. That we are not the chosen people. That we are not the people of the Lord. Just by these people's words and putting us down and fucking, these devils and this society. All right, ruling over us. Treating us nothing more than a bunch of fucking slaves, man. It's told to us daily. And then when we're out there on the highways and byways, you got people that mock us, that scoff us. Talk shit. You ain't no Israelites. If you the Israelites, why don't you go back to your land? Well, you got some fucking rats there occupying our land, saying that they're the people. Okay? You got people that scoff us because we believe that we have a part of being the hopeful elect. Okay? You got people that'll mock you, laugh you to scorn. Because you believe Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gonna save you and protect you. We believe in that, man. This is all we have. All right? This is all we got. And it shall come to pass in a place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Here, man. You're in Babylon and wherever you Israelites are scattered. Okay, but the greatest deliverance is going to take place here. Just like ancient Egypt, that great deliverance and all the nations round about heard how Alashadja, how Yahweh delivered his people from Pharaoh in Egypt. Okay, it's going to be said that here, man. I'm gonna get that real quick. All right, this is Jeremiah 16 and 15. Actually, 14. Jeremiah 16 and 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Yeah, because this deliverance that's about to take place is going to surpass. It's going to overweigh. It's going to be more glorious than the deliverance of Egypt. And the deliverance of Egypt was glorious. Okay, the Lord was smiting Pharaoh and the Egyptians with plagues, fucking them up. And finally, Pharaoh said, you know what, let's just go and kill these Israelites. Fuck letting them go. And they tried to chase us through the Red Sea, which was actually the Suez Canal. And the Lord parted up the waters to where we could walk through. Or I had all the waters split through Moses. Okay, gave Moses that spiritual power. And had us march through the land. And when Pharaoh and them tried to pursue after us, closed them waters on them. Smashed them up. And you can look to this day on Google and still see chariot wheels in the Suez Canal, in the Red Sea. Okay, so it's not that it's not going to be remembered. Okay, it's not that it's not going to be talked about. But it's saying that, hey, verse 15, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. We are here in the northern hemisphere in North America. This can be the greatest deliverance. Because this place, America, Babylon the Great, is going to get hit with, it's going to get hit with fucking hella missiles, man. ICBMs and nukes. Okay? And the only way to escape that is through the chariots, the so-called UFOs, man. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai only going to perform that for the elect, for the 1/3, which is millions of Israelites here, of course. But the 144,000 is the governing body. Those are the heads. Those are the head men, chief, the prophets. It says, and from all lands, whither he had driven them. See, so it's not just going to take place here, but here is going to be the grand scale deliverance. All right. And from all the lands whither he had driven them, which also proves Israelite foreigners. Israelites that were scattered amongst these other nations. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. Then we're going to go back into Jerusalem, into the Holy Land. But of course, that land is going to get hit with missiles too. It's got to be cleansed. Okay? So back in Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10. And I'm going to continue where I left off. It says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall it be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. There it's going to be said. These nations are going to be like, whoa, those are the Israelites. It says they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. Okay? They're going to know that we were telling the truth. Even 2/3 of our people, as they're getting hit with these missiles, man, as they're getting fucked up for being rebellious, man, they're going to say, man, they were telling the truth. That's why the scripture says that in the kingdom, they're going to come back with everlasting shame and contempt. 2/3 of our people. They're going to say, man, y'all was telling the truth, man. Salakia. They're going to be sad. Okay. for quite some time. Okay? This is verse 11, and I'm going to close it. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together as one people. Because right now we're divided. We're coming back together through the Spirit, through the Word. The brothers you see on the highways and byways. Okay? And then carnally, you guys are going to come together because you're going to have no other fucking choice when this devil puts his foot in your ass, man. Okay? But you still you ain't going to fully comprehend until you know it after death by pain. All right? But see, the elect are going to come together. The 1/3 are going to come together through Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai's word. Okay? It says, and appoint themselves one head. Yeah, that one head is talking about Yahweh Shai. Okay? Then after Yahweh Shai is King David, our king. And they shall come up out of the land, for great shall be the day of Jezreel. All right, so you get that, man. We're coming to that time real soon. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is not going to suffer us to be in this shithole much longer, man. Okay, this is fucking, bro, this is the worst fucking nightmare ever. All right. But Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai promised us a rest. Okay, and we must strive for this truth unto death. So with that, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem Harakah Kodash. And of course, as always, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.